Είμαι η Ροζαλία, είμαι από Θεσσαλονίκη, ζω τα τελευταία χρόνια στην Κέρκυρα και είμαι πολύ χαρούμενη που ζω σε μια εποχή που οι γυναίκες μπορούν να παίξουν παραδοσιακά ακρουστά όργανα σε ευρύ κοινό. I'm from Thessaloniki, Greece, but I live these years in Corfu for many years. I'm a music teacher, I'm a kindergarten teacher too, and I'm a PhD candidate in music in Ionian University in Corfu. I love playing music, I love singing. My biggest love is traditional music, traditional Greek music. This is all my life. From where I remember myself, I always sing and playing music. Even when I was 4 years old. We're playing tumbeleki, some say tumbereleki, okay, this is the same. We play bentir, daire, some small percussion instruments, spoons, and etc. Of course, we play the davul, you know, the big one. It's my favorite. All traditional Greek percussion instruments. Drums were the most common thing in Greek music. They used to say, in old times, they used to say, they had a feast. And they said, oh, they're coming, the davuls are coming. And maybe there were 3 other music players and only one davul. But they said, the davuls are coming. You see what the most important thing was the davul, but nowadays maybe clarinet, violin, other instruments. But in all times it was davul and other percussion. They supported my guitar because they really didn't have space in our house. They really didn't have space for piano. So we had to learn the guitar. But I think they are used to it now, and they're supportive now. Women used to play in their homes. It was okay. There was not a law that forbid them. There was not a law, but traditional laws said that women should stay in their homes. So maybe there were some percussion players who are not known. In the last 10, maybe 20 years, there are some women in Greece, but we have some problems. Maybe where there's an interview, they prefer to take the main drummer. I think it's common in many countries. We could say that it's a man's world, but we're trying, and I think we're making a very good job.
What do you see happening now with that?
Besides our difficulties, I think they are beginning to trust us, but we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work. I was playing music at the age of 6, but I started with guitar. This was strange too, because 40 years ago, guitar was for men and for boys. And when I started at the age of 6 to play the guitar, they were looking at me at, you're playing the guitar, all small kids play the piano. Why are you playing the guitar? Why? And I said there's no space in our house for a piano. When I was 20, I saw a poster that was saying about percussion instruments, drums in schools. And I said, why not? I'm starting to be a teacher, why not? So I began to play little small percussion instruments, and then I met my favorite teacher, Eleftheriadou. He's such a great teacher. And I started playing percussion, traditional percussion. The interesting thing is that when I said to my mother, you know, I will quit guitar and I will start playing percussion instruments, she said, what are you doing? She called my father, Kostas, your daughter is crazy, what is she saying? My father said, oh, Rozalia, are you okay? Are you feeling well now? They said nothing else, just this. But I had a very good teacher, as I said, Eleftheriadou, who was very supporting to me, very supporting. And I believe that now I'm in a position that I can do a lot of things. I work here. I have a lot of students. I have a lot of concerts, traditional concerts, and I think it's going very well. We have audience, but it's a specific audience here in Greece. You know, all young children hear rap. I don't know, I'm too old for this. But we have a specific audience. The church is very supporting to us. Is always supporting to traditional music, and very supporting is people who come from communist socialism background. They are very supporting too. This is strange in Greece, but it's good for us. Nowadays in Greece, people who come to learn percussion, traditional percussion, are mostly people who dance traditional music, and people from these two backgrounds that I said, the church and communism. But especially people who go to dance clubs. Traditional dance clubs. My grandmother was a musician. She played the piano. She played the piano not here in Greece. She was from the Greek Pontian communities in South Russia. And she played the piano there. When she came in Greece, she had to work very hard. She had to work in the fields, and her hands were so white, and aristocrat, very aristocratic and soft. And then she couldn't play after the fields where she worked. She couldn't play then piano, and she didn't have the time. She had to work. So, and when I was a little child, at the age of 6, my mother said, "You have a good voice. You have to learn the music." So we had a teacher in our house, and then we went to a music school, me and my sister. I think you know the rest. It's not so. The rest is not very interesting. The interesting thing is now here in Greece we have so many problems. We women have so many problems here, and I'm very happy that I have among my students, I have maybe 50% women. I think this is very interesting now. What should we do in the future? I think that we should tell our children not to be afraid to play outside their houses. I'm not the only percussion player in Greece, traditional percussion player in Greece. There are other 3, I believe, 3 or 4 in Greece. But I believe they have the same problems with me. Yes, me and other 2 or 3 guys or 4 guys playing clarinet, violin, the lute, the canon, etc. And usually play. I'm the only woman. Eleftheriadou was so good to me. This is very common. Somebody says, "Oh, you know traditional percussion. Okay, we need a percussion player. Okay, what do you need? We need bendirs. Okay." And I picked up one of my friends, and we went there. So it was the first time. I don't know. They were not afraid to take a woman percussionist. I don't know. It was strange for me. Maybe it's destiny. I don't know. It was not a risk for me. It was a need. When I held the first drum in my hands, I said, "Okay, this is it." It was not a risk. I never thought about a risk. I thought that this is for me, only this. I love everything. It's like, why do you love your husband? I just love my husband. I just love drumming, nothing else. I have dreams to spread traditional Greek music in the world. If I can do this, I believe that I will be very happy. It is interesting, it is touching, emotional. It's something different. I believe that traditional Greek music has a lot to offer to humanity. It's so emotional. It makes you cry, it makes you happy, it makes you sing, it makes you dance. I will never forget, I had a student that he had no idea. He had no idea about traditional Greek music. He just walked by and said, "Oh, what is inside? Oh, I hear something interesting." And he came inside. When he heard a traditional song, he said to me, "You're so lucky." I said, "Why? Am I lucky? Why? You're so lucky that you're playing this music. It's the first time I hear this music, and I'm so touched." He was from Asia. And this was very touching to him. And we met some years later. He said, I was in Athens. I never heard about traditional Pontic music. We say Pontic music from our communities, from Greek communities in the Black Sea. I've never heard this music, this Greek music from Black Sea. And I was in a festival. I heard and I saw the dancing, and I started crying. And my friend said, Yoros, what are you doing? Why are you crying? I don't know why I'm crying. He said, I don't know. I'm just crying. It was so touching to me. I believe that Greek music has a lot to offer. Okay, we have to be honest. We have to be honest. I don't know about other countries, but here in Greece, when a woman plays or sings, they look at her appearance. And this is a step that we can, that we must, there are some borders, we have to break through these borders. We have to be honest about this. We, women, must believe in ourselves. If we don't believe ourselves, and if we cannot try for something better, who will do this for us? So this is the work we should do. We must trust to ourselves so that others can trust us. It will be very interesting to meet other women from other countries. Maybe make a conference, I don't know. And we should all meet and play together. To meet some other women, I will be very happy to meet them. I have only men. I don't know. I really believe that we, women, must have to our side men that are supportive and good to us, and who are supportive to make our dreams come true. We must not forget that a strong man is not afraid of a strong woman. Okay? We know that. This is very important for young girls. They must never forget this. We are very open-minded here in Greece. So it's strange why we do not do this in music. It's very strange. We must do this sometime. And I think the most important thing is what I said. Women should trust themselves to play in audience. This is the most important thing for me. In the public. So this is.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember the first time. It was scary for me, but I have my friend who was playing with me, and we said it was the first time for her too. And we looked at each other, and we said, "Okay, this is it. We're going now." And we went to the theater, and it was very easy. I was scared before. In the time that I played, no. Nowadays, when they see a woman playing percussion, traditional percussion music, some are looking very strange. Some are looking to me like, oh, what is she doing there? Some say, oh, it's amazing. What are you doing? Oh, bravo, you're very good. I remember a music player from Crete, from Crete. very old player who said to me, you have in Thessaloniki, I'm from Thessaloniki, I'm not from Corfu, you said you have in Thessaloniki women percussion players? He was so old, you know, white hair, long hair, white, and a very hard face from a lot of scars here from work. But he was a very good musician. And when he saw me, he said, you have traditional percussion women players in Thessaloniki? I said yes, and I thought myself, oh, he will start mourning, you know. But he said, bravo! He gave his hand, he said, this is very good for you. I'm very happy to meet you. And I said, oh, this is a surprise for me. And this man, who is not alive now, gave me strength for the future. We have some paintings, or we have some sculptures that show women playing the drums in ancient Greece. But we believe that, researchers believe that they played these drums for rituals, not for the audience. Besides this, they played the drums. There are specific women who played music to entertain men in symposiums. This was very common too. But they could not play for a wider audience. We have a sculpture of Kivelli and other goddesses, but we don't know much about this. These rituals were very secret. They were only for women. In sculptures, there are goddesses in sculptures. There are some paintings in some pots, you know, these pots, the ancient pots, that are common women who are playing to entertain men. I don't know, this may be somebody who's interested, somebody who knows about ancient Greece can tell you more. We know that women played percussion instruments, but only in specific spaces and for specific rituals. So many centuries. We know that they played, but we cannot know the rituals. As I said, they're a secret. So times are changing. We're not in ancient Greece now. When they think that they played percussion instruments, is not always good for us. Why did they play in some secret rituals and not in wider audience? Besides that, why did they play only to entertain men? This is not feminist. So I don't want to be sad about these days. Maybe then it was worse for us. So I have to look at the future with positive emotions. I focus to traditional Greek music from the Greek communities in the Black Sea area. My PhD is in this specific topic. My ancestors were from the Black Sea region, and they came in Greece in after 1924. They came here in Greece. It was a very hard time for them, not only for us, but for all the people that came from there. And of course, I love all Greek traditional music, but my biggest love is Pontian music from the Black Sea. About the stories of my ancestors, so it's not about music. And the story of me going there, I went there and I found my grandfather's house 1 century ago, you know, and it was very touching to me. So I wrote 2 books about this, and I'm planning about the future to write something else. I went there for 8 times. 8 times. The last time I went there, they put me in prison because I studied the music from that specific area. They put me in prison and they sent me back to Greece, and they said, you cannot come to Turkey anymore, you are unwanted. So I cannot go back, and this was very difficult for us. I stayed in the prison for 24 hours. It's very difficult for me because I love these places. This was all my life. And my last book is about this incident. I'm very sad that I cannot go back there, but I cannot do something about this. I'm not the only one that has a ban that cannot go back there. There are about 15 people nowadays that are like me. We're people that love these places, love our ancestors, and never did something wrong, something bad for Turkey. Oh my God, never. We love these places, we love people there living, but we cannot go back there now. They didn't break any rule. They just said, you are unwanted here. I said, why? I'm not dangerous. I'm a kindergarten teacher, I'm a music teacher, so I'm not dangerous. They put me in an airplane with a police officer. They sent me back to Athens, and they said, you cannot go, you can never go back to these places. I cannot go back to old Turkey. I went there to my ancestors' villages, and the story of me going there, I went there and I found my grandfather's house 1 century ago, you know, and it was very touching to me. So I wrote 2 books about this, and I'm planning about the future to write something else. I went there to my ancestors' villages who are in the Black Sea area. But nowadays I cannot go anywhere in Turkey. It's the Black Sea area. This is the Aegean. This is the Aegean, and this is the Black Sea area. This is Istanbul. Okay? This is the Black Sea area. My ancestors were from there, and one grandmother from there. Okay, it's neighbors.
Do you know if there were people before your grandmother who played music, who did traditional? Do you think your ancestors did traditional music?
Pontian people who lived in Russia played sometimes the piano, because they were in Russia, they were not in Turkey. played sometimes the piano, but when they had to play traditional, their music, their traditional Pontic Greek music, they played the same musical instruments that we play nowadays, the tavoul, the touloum, the same instruments. This is about the Greek communities in Russia, but it's the same in the Turkish side of Black Sea. It's the same.
So do you identify as Greek, of course?
Yes, of course.
But so you don't say like I'm Turkish. I have
No, I'm not Turkish, I'm Greek.
Yeah, but for your you don't say.
Wait.
Yeah.
This is strange and this is history. Wait, this is strange. Turkey was not there when we were there.
Right. Nation
So,
states.
We were from hundreds of years ago.
Right. So you really identify as Greek and Greek culture, but from the Black Sea.
But they had the Greek cultures. Turks came in the Asia Minor in 9th, 10th century.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, what? If they say tomorrow, you can go back, I will go. Because we have friends there, they're still waiting for us. Turkish people who are waiting for us. They know we are Greek and they love us and we love them too. We have the same culture, we have the same village.
Yeah.
So we have nothing to share. It's a common traditional in the Eastern Mediterranean. We must not say this is Greek, this is Turkish, this is Egyptian, this is... Well, these are silly things. And we're musicians, we are open-minded. We just say it's a common traditional to all of us. Once in Tunisia, there was a conference about traditional percussion in all the Mediterranean. And we went to this conference. At the end of the conference, we played all together. And this was very interesting. But there were about 30, 35 percussionists and only two women. We just played. We attended the conference. We didn't make some posters or etc., but we played with them, and it was very interesting. We played with many known names. Mr. Lee, you know, this percussionist, and it was very, very interesting for us.